Sipin Parvatiyama, Sipin Bridget, Sipin Kaumudi and Motkula Anand, Sipin Mataji Kiran, Sipin Sanjay Das, Shivoham Sudeep, Shivoham Sagairaj, Sipin Gautam, Sipin Dr. Ruchika Singh, welcome. Rekha Parvani, Sip in Dasi Budrani. Welcome to evening, Sip in Roop and the rest of you whom I cannot see. A warm, great evening in India and a great afternoon from Switzerland. The message, the question today that we face is an interesting question. Will good karma lead to liberation and unification with the divine? Will good karma? A lot of people have this feeling that if we do good karma, we will be liberated. We will become one with the divine. Who would like to answer this question? Will good karma lead to liberation and unification with the divine?
Yes, Guruji, good morning.
Shivoham, Bolo.
Kumar Swami speaking, sir.
Yes, Kumar Swami, please tell me.
Sir, good karma will leads to enlightenment is a correct point only, because if you do a good karma, then automatically your mind will be purified. So when purified mind will take Guruji's advice, Guruji guidance, so he will get some knowledge, so that that knowledge will be unification with the God. So if you do a good karma, there is a possibility of getting the enlightenment. That is my intention.
So do you believe that good karma will lead to unification? What about other people, please? Little bit warm, and let me open the window. Yes, please. Sudeep Bhargava, yeah? Sudeep?
Yeah, Shivam, sir.
Shivoham.
Sir, given a choice between a good and a bad karma, we should go for good karma. But
Yes.
as far as the question is concerned, good karma will not lead to the unification, because good karma, again, we will have to take another rebirth to bear the fruits of the good karma. So unification will not take place.
Kumar Swami, you have a different opinion, different view from Kumar Swami.
Yes, sir. With due respects, I will not agree with him on this point.
Okay. Good. Let us continue. Who else would like to answer this question?
Shivoham, I agree with what is who answered this? Good karma, you have to really pay. You have to have a rebirth and pay the good karma, the harvest.
Actually, I think Dasi, you had inspired this question a few days back. If I don't miss
yes,
it, I don't
I
forget.
remember that. You know.
So Dasi had inspired
my
this
friend
question.
told me he didn't know about enlightenment. Enlightenment is you merge with the ship.
Yeah. So most people, Dasi, don't understand this, and most people think it's a very simple matter. Good karma equals to God. Good karma makes you one with the divine. Good karma takes you to heaven. But anybody else would like to either join? Mataji, namaskar. Pranam.
I also agree with Sudeep.
Okay.
My answer is same. My answer is same.
And what
will not lead to enlightenment.
So good karma is of no use?
No, they are of use.
Okay.
As Sudeep has told, between good and bad, we should do good karma. But it will not lead to enlightenment and unification with God.
Okay. So, my dear friends, anybody else would like to add why this is why this discussion is on good karma will lead to God or will not lead to God? Who would tell us?
Sir Guruji, actually, for enlightenment without purification of the mind, you cannot go for enlightenment. This is a doorway. This is a doorway of the enlightenment. Okay, correct. You have a choice here. If you are doing a good karma, there is a choice. If you are not going to spirituality, you will be having a good life. But you are having a choice to lead towards the direction of the enlightenment. So purification, illumination, unification, all 3 points are in connection with the good karma.
No doubt. Nobody is denying. Kumar Swami, what you are saying, nobody is denying that good karma is good and good karma will lead to purification. But if you keep on doing good karma, will you be liberated and united with God?
That is a doorway, na, sir. That is a doorway. You are going to that illumination direction. After this only you knowledge. Otherwise, you will not get the knowledge. Even if you get the, you cannot understand.
This is the trap. This is a trap in samsara. The trap in samsara is when we are keeping on trying to do good karma, good karma, good karma. Who is doing the good karma? The ego. I am doing good karma. The moment I comes, Kumar Swami, the moment I comes, the moment ego comes, God goes out. G-O-D, when you get G-O-D, if E comes, the D goes. It becomes E-G-O-D, D goes. The divine goes. Because it's very dangerous. I will do good karma. I will serve the poor. I will do. There is no I. Unfortunately, we are trapped in this I and we suffer. In this world, because of the body, the mind, the ego, we suffer and suffer and suffer. We don't get liberation. We don't get unification. So with that note, I would like to open up for question answers. Yesterday, I was suddenly on my flight to Switzerland got changed and I had to cancel the program. I apologize for that. But hopefully for the next 10 days, I'm in Switzerland. We would hopefully have a good connection and Switzerland has good internet, not like Kashmir where we struggle. Question answers, administrator, let us start.
Directly, it will not you, but
So Kumar Swami, you still have a question on this, or you agree? Purification, good karma is good, but good karma cannot lead to unification because we have to be karma yogi, not good karma. We have to be karma yogi.
No, your question is whether good karma leading to the enlightenment, or that is your question.
Correct.
So I will accept that the good karma will lead to lead to enlightenment. It will lead, but it may not give you direct enlightenment, but
Correct.
it will lead.
Absolutely correct. No, correct. What you're saying is absolutely correct. It will lead you there, but you have to drop the karma and become karma yogi to get the enlightenment. Okay, next question, please. Thank you.
I want to add
Who would like to ask the next question? Sanjay Das.
Yeah.
Shivam.
Guruji, Shivam Guruji.
Bolo.
Actually, when we do lot of good karmas, we again have to come to this circle of that, as you always tell, birth, aging, suffering, and death. So this
Exactly.
we'll get a good life. Next life will be good because we are doing good karma, but no enlightenment. Because of good karmas, we will be again, coming to this life every now and then. Every time you tell this, that I
So
remember.
therefore, Sanjay Das, what you're saying is therefore again one more cycle of suffering.
Yes.
And may not be one more cycle, maybe 10 more cycles, maybe 20 more cycles, maybe 100 cycles. So we have to, the biggest gift of life is enlightenment, the biggest gift of life. And therefore, what I just told Kumar Swami, no doubt, good karma is good to take you towards enlightenment, towards. But you have to drop good karma and become a karma yogi. When you become a karma yogi, then you reach that state of enlightenment. Next question. Thank you. And anything more, Sanjay Das?
No, it's all. Okay.
Thank you. Next question from Samita. Yes, Samita.
Shivam, sir.
Shivoham.
I want to share something with you.
Yes.
Really, about 1 or 1.5 months back, you had told us about this DLR, daily life review.
Yeah.
You said just before going to sleep, note down your daily events.
Yes.
So I started doing that. First, in the beginning, I started noting down the things, and then I realized that I was not giving as much time I should give for what I wanted, my path of enlightenment. Yes. So I tried to make up for that. From the next day, I said, let me give so much time for myself. Yes. So somewhere I made up on the time, and I was a person who could not say no to anyone. I was available to anyone, anytime. So slowly, very diplomatically, I learned to say no when that was not for my highest good. And
so how much time do you spend now on your spiritual work? What is the change? Samita, how much time are you spending on spiritual life?
Previously, I could hardly spend maybe half an hour to 1 hour, not even 1 hour.
And now?
So now, like every hour, as you said, after that, you told us every hour, give yourself 1 minute silence, to be totally in silence.
Yeah.
So that came.
Are you able to do it?
Yes, sir. I started doing it when you told us. And the thing was, the first day I tried it, I put an alarm in my phone for every 1 hour. So I thought like, okay, by 7:30 and 8 in the morning, my children have gone out, my husband has gone out, say 8 o'clock. On the first day, I said 8 o'clock morning, let me start my first minute.
Yeah.
But mind was so occupied, I just closed my eyes and I felt it was like so much time. But then I realized it was not even a minute that I was in silence. Yeah. Over a period of time, I slowly graduated to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And
how many times a day? How many times a day?
I have put the alarm every 1 hour. So by chance, when I'm in my work with my client or something, that I don't take, that I let it pass. But otherwise, it is at least for 6 times to 7 times a day, I'm able to do it.
Excellent. So thank you so much for sharing, Samita. Anything more you would like to share?
Yeah, I want to share something else. Yes.
Yeah, but everybody, one minute. Everybody in the group must take this learning from Samita. She has put an alarm in a clock, in a mobile phone, and every hour that the alarm comes on, she stops. She gets out of samsar. We all are caught by our duty, but duty is not the real beauty. She steps out of her duty and she spends a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes in silence, and then she comes back. Amazing, amazing sharing, Samita. Please continue. What else you want to share?
And now I've come to this stage, this 1 week. Really, I don't need the alarm. My body clock has started working. So every 1 hour, I know that I have to get into silence even before my alarm rings. And I am able to hold for 7-8 minutes. Only one day I was able to hold for 10 minutes. Other day it is 5 to 7 minutes. I've come up to 5 to 7 minutes. But the most important thing what I want to share is I am able to hold that mood throughout after that. I don't suddenly come out of it. And I have realized one more thing is, when you are really doing it, going within yourself, even the universe is cooperating. No bell rings, no phone call comes at that time, or no one comes to disturb you. In the beginning, like I was wondering, when will the bell ring? When will someone call me? But now all that is not there. Like I can peacefully get into it and hold it.
Do you feel that sense of consciousness? Are you able to observe your mind in those moments, or the mind is still, you're not able to observe your mind?
No, really, I'm not very clear on that because I don't know what happens in that 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, so I'm giving you the next step now. In those 5 minutes, try to observe where the mind is going.
Okay.
And wherever the mind goes, keep a pen. Later on, try to recall, mind went here, mind went to my office, mind went to my cat, mind went to my doctor, mind went to my bank account. And then, because the thoughts should come in your consciousness. Consciousness is what can liberate you from misery, from sorrow, from this samsar. You must try to be in the state of consciousness. So that's my request to you for your next step of learning. Yes. Please, each one of us, what happens, we all have problems in life. We all face tragedies, disasters. Even me, I also find it. But when I deal with it with consciousness, I'm able to have a clear picture of what I want. I'm able to think correctly. I'm able to use my intellect. I'm able to transcend the mind and use my intellect if I have consciousness. If I don't have consciousness, I would feel miserable. We all feel that, right? I also feel. In the last 24 hours, I had a big issue. And the big issue that I had, huge issue. But I spent that time in consciousness with the divine. And then I was able to deal with the issue with the right intellectual manner and not let the mind react and do wrong things. I use the divine intervention of consciousness. So please do that, Samita. That's my request to you. Next question, please. Next question. I told you must Shivam. Asking questions very, very important. Who is this? Next.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam Ashok.
Sarji, my question may surprise many, but I want to ask this. Death comes first or birth comes first?
I will answer the question after you answer my question. Ready? Sunrise comes first or sunset comes first? Huh? Sunrise comes first or sunset comes first?
Sun sets, then it rises.
Okay, let me explain to you. Let me explain to how you have to look at the view. From a spiritual angle, from consciousness angle, let me tell you. Sunrise and sunset is a cycle. Birth and death is a cycle.
Oh.
Correct? Ashok?
Yes,
But-
yes.
But the point is this: if there is no birth, can there be death?
No.
Therefore,
Birth has
to be there. And if there is no death, then there can be no rebirth.
No rebirth.
So this is just like saying what came first, the chicken or the egg. The egg came from the chicken, but the chicken came from the egg. But the egg came from the chicken and the chicken came from the egg. So what came first? So these are some things. The answer to this question is, this is Maya.
Maya.
This is the cosmic illusion.
Hmm.
They are all part of the Leela, the drama of the Lord. We are not worried about this question, Ashok. When I asked my Guruji, when I would ask Dada such questions, when Dada and me had the biggest argument when we were speaking of the astral world. And I questioned him. Then he said, you're a fool. Then I told him, okay, I agree, I'm a fool. Tell me why I'm a fool. Explain to me. Where is the astral world? I want to study. Then he said, drop the question. The question is not relevant. The question is not relevant to our journey of enlightenment. Ashok, why do
Yes,
you
sir.
want to know birth or death? Answer my question. Why do you want to know?
Sir, I was thinking that death comes first. Because of a karma, we'll get a rebirth.
Can I ask you a question? You're
Yes, sir.
saying death comes first.
I was thinking like that.
No. Okay, you're right. But tell me, if there is no birth, then can there be death?
No, sir. If there's no
How
birth,
can
there
death
will be
come?
no death.
How can death come then? But one thing is clear. If there is no death, birth can come.
Okay.
Birth can come without death because birth is a beginning. There has to be a beginning for there to be an end.
Okay.
But again, I'm telling you, this is what is called samsara. The chakra, what we are trying to get caught in a meaningless circle of question answers, which will not get us anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay.
Your goal, Ashok, is not to understand birth and death. Your goal is to understand nirvana, moksha. How to reach nirvana. Please contemplate on that, because if you contemplate on the wrong question, then you cannot get the right answer.
Right.
Forget
Correct.
the wrong question. Ignore the wrong question. Our goal in this Ask AiR is every time I tell you all, please drop the meaningless questions and stick to the meaningful ones.
Right, sir.
Because, in this world, Ashok, many of us, we get trapped in samsara. We don't know why we are doing. We make some choices. We get, for example, you are getting caught in a question and answer. Some people get caught in a business. Some people get caught in a relationship. They get caught. But why? But why? Why? They don't ask the question, why am I getting caught? I don't want to get caught. I want liberation. I want nirvana. I want moksha. I want to be one with the divine. I don't want to get caught in samsara. I don't want to be attached to my business, to my family. I want detachment. I want dispassion. We are trying to get there. Unless you get there, you cannot get nirvana, moksha, enlightenment. Thank you, Ashok. Next question.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Ashok. Next question. Live questions, please.
नमस्ते गुरुजी।
नमस्ते तुषार, बोलो।
सर क्या इमोशन फीलिंग एक कर्मयोगी का पार्ट बन सकता है क्या सर? मतलब इमोशंस
every human being will have emotions and feelings, but a karma yogi's emotions and feelings will be divine. A karma yogi's emotions and feelings will not be samsaric. They will not be negative. They will not be physical. They will be divine. They will be soulful. So a karma yogi, who's a karma yogi? A karma yogi is yogi jo yog mein sada hi rahe, Prabhu ke yog mein rahe. The karma yogi is in yoga. So in that yoga, he will get feelings, but he doesn't let those feelings. Suppose you get a feeling of being attached to somebody. The karma yogi says, no, I want to be detached because I want to be attached only to the divine. I want to be attached only to the Atma and the Paramatma. I don't want to be caught in this samsara. I don't want to be caught in this world of illusions. We all get caught in this world of illusions. Therefore, what you're saying, these emotions and feelings, correct?
Yeah.
The emotions and feelings, they make us sink. They make us sink and they make us blink, and we are not able to think with our intellect. Therefore, it is very important.
Okay. Okay, Guruji. Thank you.
You get the point. You got the point. Therefore, the karma yogi gets feelings and emotions, but they do not let him sink in the world. You got the answer?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Okay.
I got.
Next question. Bridget, what's Bridget saying? Show background. Bridget is saying, please show the background. Yes, Bridget. Here it is. Can you see, Bridget?
Wow, that's really beautiful.
This is St. Moritz. It's one of the most beautiful places in Switzerland. So,
How you say?
huh?
Name the place?
St. Moritz. Can you see? Can you see?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing place.
It's called St. Moritz, and the sunset
Wow.
in the distance.
Wow. I would like to go there.
Sure. You can go. I told you, anytime you want to go, you can go. See, can you see how beautiful the trees are and the fresh snow? So
Yes.
this is courtesy, Bridget, we are showing you 30 seconds of St. Moritz in the mountains. Up in the mountains, there's a lot of beauty there. And all this is sip. What you see is all sip. Nothing but sip. Okay?
So nice. Thank you so much for showing me.
Okay, thank you. So that was your Bridget's request. Varada's question. Varada, what do we do when the attachment doesn't go away? Will meditation help us in this? For the attachment to go, Varada, there must be realization. Meditation will not help. Meditation will not help realization. Suppose you are attached to somebody. Okay? Somebody told me, I'm so attached. Oh, I'm so attached. Without that person, I will die. Then what happens? Will you meditate? Will that attachment go away? The attachment will not go away. There needs to be realization. What is the realization? That everything in this world is just an illusion. Everything is like a movie, it's like a drama. Therefore, the only permissible attachment is spiritual attachment, soulful attachment. We should not have physical attachment. We have too many attachments with people and possessions. Okay? So therefore, when there are attachments to people and possessions, then one more part of the question. Then the problem is that we are not soulfully connected. And meditation will not help. Meditation is only to still the mind. You need to go beyond meditation to realization. And just one more question of Varda. Varda is asking one more question. It is, what about attachment to emotions? There is no attachment to emotions. Emotions are a choice. So emotion is emotion, energy in motion. You can choose love or hate. You can choose faith or doubt. You can choose optimism or pessimism. These are emotions. Emotions are raw materials for thought. Emotions are not attachments. Emotions are a choice. You can choose your emotions. You don't have to be attached to them. What happens to emotions? The more and more you choose an emotion, the more and more it becomes a part of your system. But you can use your willpower and snap out of it. And that is the challenge that we have got. Next question. Yeah. How do you know we have reached? Have you sent it to me?
Yeah.
Natasha has a question. And the question from Natasha, how do we know if we have reached our spiritual calling, or is there something like a spiritual calling? You may call it a spiritual calling, but what is a spiritual calling? Sometimes people confuse religious calling with spiritual calling. Spiritual calling is when you go on a quest. Spiritual calling is when you are wanting to go on a journey to realize who you are. So spiritual calling, again, I'm reading the question. How do we know if we have reached our spiritual calling? If you have started your quest, then you are on your spiritual calling. The question is, have you started? Have you started your quest? If you have started your quest, then there is a spiritual calling. If you have not started your quest, then there is no spiritual calling. And is there something like a spiritual calling? As I said, the spirit is not going to call you. You have to realize the spirit in you. The spirit is there. The spirit is all the time energized inside you. Every breath is the breath of the soul. But we have to go on a quest for that. Thank you. Next question, please, Administrator. Bridget. Next question from Bridget is, you see what I try to explain? I love the beauty of SIP. It's more easy for me to be in the way of observation and interaction with others, good or bad. It's good, Bridget. It's good to love the beauty of SIP. But just by observing the beauty of SIP, what happens? Just if you observe the beauty of SIP and then the interaction with others, how will that give you liberation? You are what you're doing. For example, I showed you the picture, right? You say, "Oh wow, it's beautiful." What you feel, this is created by SIP. Am I right? You think the divine power has created it. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, you're right.
But the difference in you and in me, I don't think that the divine has created this. I think this is SIP. I see SIP. I see SIP in the snow. I see SIP in the mountain. I see SIP in the tree. But we are not able to see that. That is the goal. The goal is to experience the supreme immortal power everywhere. We are not.
Yes, I feel this. I feel everything is SIP.
No,
I feel it.
But
you
feel
I'm
it is
not
SIP.
able maybe to realize.
You experience the divine. You experience the divine when you see all this. Oh, so beautiful. Oh God, it's so beautiful. Correct?
Yes.
But you don't see this as the divine. You don't. There's a difference. You experience it. This is what my guru told me. When my guruji told me, I could not understand. My guruji told me, you experience God, but you don't realize God. So I told my guruji, what are you talking about? What you talking? I don't understand. I told my guru, and my guru told me, okay, keep quiet. One day you will understand. Huh? But Dasi, when Dada told me, you experience God, you don't realize God. And I told Dada, what are you talking, Dada? I don't understand what you're talking. He said, okay, you will realize. Realization.
Which you have realized, no?
Now I have realized. No, Dasi, what happens? What happens
Thank
now,
you.
Dasi?
Thank God for that.
Yeah. So what happens, Dasi? When we feel, and Bridget, I'm talking to you and Dasi on this. When we feel the divine is everywhere, then we enjoy a very different bliss. We must feel the divine in one and all. We must feel the divine power in the mountain, in the sky, in the cloud. Not it is created by God. No. But we must feel the divine. There's a beautiful song, Bridget, it's called Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. In that it says, Phool hai sundar, Titli sundar, Panchi bhi sundar hai, Badal sundar, Pahad bhi sundar, जग में जो दिखता है अति सुंदर ये कुछ ना ये शिव है, शिव ही तो है sundaram. You know what this means? It means the beauty is not because of sip. The beauty is not because of sip. The beauty is the sip. The beauty is not because of. For example, some people think the wave is because of the ocean. Correct? People think the wave comes because of the ocean. No, wrong. The wave is not because of the ocean. The wave is the ocean. The wave is the ocean. We have to realize this. The wave is the ocean. The beauty is sip. This is God realization. This is sip realization. Very important question. I know you started from some other point, but amazing question because this is very, very important. We are reaching towards the end mode. Anybody else has any other question? We have just crossed 8:30. Yes, any more questions,
Guruji,
please, for today?
Guruji,
Haji,
Guruji, Pranam Shivoham. Guruji,
bolo,
just now
Mataji, bolo.
you were talking about death and attachment.
Yeah.
Actually, Guruji, when we are attached with our near and dear ones too much,
Correct.
and we think we cannot live without them.
Correct.
But once they leave us, we cry a few days and miss them. But we live. We don't go with them.
You don't
But
have a
we
choice.
feel,
No, you don't have a choice.
yes, but we are what I can say, immersed in this world in false notions.
Because
That
of
we
avidya.
also go with the other person when
So what
nobody
is,
can go with anybody.
so what is your question?
Then why we are attached with person when
Because
we
of
can?
because of ghor avidya, ghor avidya के कारण दुख सहना.
वो दूर क्यों नहीं होते?
Because there is no enlightenment. Because we are caught in Maya. That is why we are coming for Ask Care every day.
Yes.
The moment there
We
is
know the
enlightenment,
truth. We
Huh?
know the truth. We
you
know the
know,
truth. We cannot
you
go.
know, but you don't
But-
realize. Only
Yes.
today somebody told me, oh, if this person is not there, I will die. Only today somebody told me.
Yes.
But no, it's not true. If that person is not there, we will not die. And one day everybody has to go. It's just a
Yes.
show. But we don't realize it. We don't realize it because of ignorance. We don't realize it because we are not the Atma. We are the body, the mind, the ego. We have to get out of
Yes.
this. We are not the body, mind, ego. Then only you will live a life of surrender. Then how it's not easy to surrender. If I come across an impossible solution, what do? I say what my dada used to say. Yeah? तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो, दुख में सुख में मेरे प्रीतम तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. Does you remember this, Dasi? Whenever Dada used to face, what Dada used to tell us?
Yes.
Only one line Dada used to say. तुम
Very
ही
तुम्ही
सब
सब कुछ
कुछ
जानकर
जानत
प्रीतम.
तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो, दुख में सुख में मेरे प्रीतम तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. So
Very
this is
true.
the challenge. Kiran, I gave you the answer. You have to surrender. You have to accept. And don't believe that you are so attached to somebody, you love somebody so much that you can't live without them and you will die without them. This is
false
wrong.
thinking. That
This
is
is
false
wrong.
thinking.
Huh?
Yes. That is false thinking.
This is wrong. This is thinking of the mind. It is not
Yes.
thinking of the intellect. It is not thinking of the consciousness. You can love somebody. I also love people. I love a lot. But when I love. But love is not attachment. And love is not feeling that I will die if somebody is not there. That is not a good feeling, because that makes you caught in this samsara. So, my dear friends, with that note, we are back onto this timing, and I hope you appreciate. For you, it's India, it's dark,
Thank
but
you.
here it is still going to be a sunset. But every day at this time, I hope to meet up with you, and we will discuss spiritually enlightening questions and answers. Come with more tough questions. Today, I'm happy. Such good questions. Please come with tougher questions so that we can interact with each other and move forward on this journey of enlightenment. With that, I fold my hands and I bow down to you. Shivoham, Shivoham. God bless. May the sip be upon you.